don't have access to air conditioning. Doesn't look like AC units are going to sell very well in France. The mayor of Paris says he thinks public authorities should act quickly to stop people from installing AC in their homes. Local officials are worried it's going to strain the electric grid, cause emissions to go up. UC Berkeley energy expert Lucas Davis says he's puzzled by that.
Air conditioning saves lives. Before the advent of air conditioning on hot days, it's grim to say, but a lot of Americans would die. 80% plus of that heat-related mortality has gone away with the adoption of air conditioning.
Authorities say there were more than 1,200 heat-related deaths on one day last week alone, the hottest day on record for France. 325, traffic brought to you by the Tustin Auto Center, and here we go.
おはようございます。ドライバーのボビちゃんです。毎日配信、多分朝のご挨拶ライブfrom LA、ナンバー1676。昨日1674って言ったけどな。間違えてるね。
reasonably okay until you get to the 57. There's some slowing there over to about State College or Raymond, actually, on the 91 westbound. Eastbound, pretty typical slowing here. Reduced speeds essentially from Anaheim Hills out past the 241 right now. No major problems, just a lot of slow traffic there. We heard from a listener in Culver City, North 405. At Culver, there's a crash, a fender bender. It's very slow there from LAX up to the Florida Pass heading into the San Fernando Valley. 101 westbound Valley Circle. They've got a wreck there in the left lane. That's backed up starting about Topanga Canyon. Southern California Toyota dealers in Sinai View. Some East 101 flowing to Calabasas as you head into Woodland Hills as well. Tustin Auto Center is having its used car clearance sale you can't afford to miss. Just visit us at Tustin Ranch Road at the 5 freeway. Call 949-TAC-CARS or check out TustinAutoCenter.com. Tustin Auto Center, let's ride. That's traffic from the Irvine Auto Center 24-hour traffic center. Update on that couple who climbed the Empire State Building. They're facing serious charges now in New York. Next.
Oi! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those times. I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish. You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the weight that weighs you down. Hey, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
Honey, did you invite the minions over?
Well, you know how we talked about getting Wi-Fi from Xfinity?
Yeah.
I ordered it this morning. It was online in minutes. And it showed up.
So they just came over to use the Wi-Fi? For what?
No.
Get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Plus, lock in your price for 5 years. And see Minions and Monsters only in theaters. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. Rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-966-3144. That's 800-966-3144. 800-966-3144. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Mike Simpson here. This July, get 1,776
バグってるな。大丈夫だ。
Call Berlin. That's 888-4-TOP-GUN. That's 888-4-TOP-GUN. Call 888 the number 4 TOPGUN or visit TopGunDUI.com because friends don't let friends plead guilty.
It is 3:30 for the UCLA Live Group Injury Health Studio.
昨日のやつ、昨日のやつが1674回目。昨日無給休暇の帰り道の配信したんですけど、今日は朝ちょっとね、今日デイリードライブの配信するときにちょっと始まりトラブったんですよね。なんかね、そしたら題名がバグってますね。で今日が75回目。
He did say plea negotiation could be a possibility, and there's a concern about deportation for Ivan Kuznetsov and Angela Nicolau, though his understanding is they're in the country legally. The two posted videos from LA in May, one from the top of the Hollywood sign, another from the U.S. Bank Tower
は
helipad.
い、というところでございまして、時刻の方は、3時半ですね。はい。ドジャーススタジアムに向かっています。してやること多いな。
But the U.S. Attorney Janine Bureau says he deliberately ripped it up and caused more than $1,000 in damage.
We will not allow our
今日ね、ドジャースのギブラウェイでワンピースと、ドジャースのコラボのグッズでワンピースのね、ルフィの麦わら帽子がもらえる日なんですよ。それが結構ねプレミアムがついてるらしいんですよね。去年も同じのあったんですけど、今年またやるっていうところで。でダウンタウンのコンベンションセンターではね、エキスポ、アニメエキスポっていうのが始まってましてね、電波アリーナ。
One big problem with this was always the sound, the sonic boom. But apparently there's new technology that, at least in theory, prevents that from getting to the ground, right?
Yeah, exactly. The work and development on this has been going on for several years now, and it's really quite remarkable what they've been able to do with new aerodynamics.
From an air traffic and safety standpoint, when you let commercial aircraft fly at supersonic speeds above land, what changes in terms of how you manage the airspace?
The Concorde, as we're probably all familiar with, flew supersonic, but it was only over the water. Through airspace routes that all the other airplanes did. But the difference being was it was a lot easier to manage airspace-wise because it flew so much higher.
なんかいつもと来る方向が逆でわけわかんなくなっちゃった。
I haven't read anywhere about this following this story is, will this aircraft be the same way? If it's going to be up around 40 or
これまだこっちだ全然。ああ、合ってる合ってる。日頃こんなとこから来ないから全然ちょっとわけわかんなくなります。
Changing a lot of the considerations for the normal spacing.
で、これを右の次を左だ。はいはいはい。
Airliners typically travel around Mach 0.8 or 80% of the speed sound. So, how are they going to do that? Are they going to have this airplane go around the other airplanes? That in of itself is a problem because typically we're all following each other 5 miles apart.
車止めるとこねえかなこれ。うわ、すごいことになってるわ。車止めるとこないですね。いつものところには車止められないわ。大渋滞。これちょっとやばいな。ここに並んでたらちょっとつかない。大渋滞、これダメだ。
build a brand new airplane if no one's going to buy it.
It's safe to say this is still several years away at least, right?
Oh,
ど
absolutely.
っからどう
The
来たか
certification
今
process takes a very long period of time, in many years. It's quite necessary.
Sean, thank you very much.
何してるんでしょう
Sean Krusnicki, former pilot, safety
Yeah.
expert with Ohio State. Federal Forest Service firefighters can wear N95 masks now during some work on the fire line. Until now, they generally worked active fire lines without any breathing masks. The feds expanded the rules, and now they can use N95 while they're checking for spots where fires jump lines while putting out smoldering
もう
areas
ちょっと
after
早く行っ
fires
とけばよかった
contained. But masks are still not allowed during the hardest work, like digging fire lines and directly attacking a fire.
ちょっと
Health
早く
experts
行っとけ
called
ばよ
a
かっ
step
た
forward because masks had been banned entirely because of concerns about communication and reduced breathing.
ちょっと行けるか行けないかね分かんなかったから
Traffic now and
210 eastbound, our signal just out of the tunnel before you get to the lake. It was a
行けか行けないかなっていうところだったんですよ
on the 210 east starting around Arroyo Windsor, and the 134 east very slow there through Eagle Rock, but things are starting to improve. Unfortunately, it's going to be heavy for the most part out through San Dimas, and then on into Upland. There's additional slowing as you head out past the 15 with some additional slowing into San Bernardino. These outbound rides are going to be tough today. A lot of people have a 3-day weekend. The 405 south, we heard from Kinsey on the Canuck family and his cell change traffic tip line. 844 Canucks News, Kinsey from Huntington Beach. Carpool out 405 to 110 with a motorcycle wreck. So it is pretty tough there through the South Bay. As a matter of fact, it's pretty much heavy from West LA. And as you work your way into Long Beach, and quickly here, Alex, we have a huge problem northbound 5 in Gorman. Left lane's been blocked with a crash. That's the reason for the backup starting right around the 138.
South Bay area 405, we probably still have some of that residual World Cup traffic.
Yes.
The match between Spain and Austria, that was at noon. The delays have been lasting a couple hours after the game, and we've got the Dodgers later on playing the Padres. People have been lining up. You've been seeing that, Scott, earlier because of the
giveaway.
Right, the one-piece anime giveaway. They started lining up hours and hours and hours before the game because they're giving out about 50,000 of those things that are selling for thousands of dollars online. So people had every incentive to get there early. Hundreds of people who live in Koreatown are now being told their tap water is safe to drink. It probably was all week.
The water scare in Koreatown is over. The boil order has been lifted, according to LADWP. This started Monday when E. coli contamination showed up in routine water tests done by the city-owned water supplier. That prompted LADWP to order people to boil water before using it in a small area of Koreatown. Affected nearly 500 people.
There are 8 locations we're sampling from in this 2-block perimeter. The one that's had the detections, I think fortunate for the community, it is not connected to a service that's serving any business or residents.
Jonathan Leong, he's LADWP's water quality director.
There were really no customers served by this particular service.
The Thursday morning water testing was the first to come back negative for E. coli contamination. It's still unclear, though, how E. coli contamination made it to the customer side of that meter, which, again, was not actually serving any people. I'm Craig Fick, KNX News.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, you can stop saying reportedly, their wedding is tomorrow at Madison Square Garden, and there have been 4 Taylors already in the building. Also been reports from Page 6 today that they already actually got officially legally married, and tomorrow is just the celebration. In any case, an extravaganza. Peter Haralamu says there's a first event today, about 100 guests there for a rehearsal, and tomorrow night, main event, about 1,000 people.
No joke. I mean, at this point, if you're an attendee of the wedding, no phones allowed. If you're an employee of MSG, if you're a vendor, no phones either. They're trying to restrict the possibility that photos leak out. So we are seeing some press photos taken from outside.
Yeah, not the first time the Garden has held a big wedding.
Early in 1974, Sly Stone, fun singer, actually had his marriage to an actress, Kathy Silva, in Madison Square Garden. That was a little different, though. That was actually a concert. People paid tickets for it. It was like 2 for the price of 1.
DMZ caught Donna Kelce, Travis' mom, at the airport. Apparently she was flying commercial. Tried to ask her about it. She would not say
how Travis is feeling.
Completely stone-faced, would not give up anything to that reporter from TMZ. Big day tomorrow, expected to last 12 hours, starting at 4 o'clock local time. Now, your KNX World Cup update. After more than 20
公園
years,
の
the
方はどう
U.S.
だ
only won a knockout match in the World Cup, beating Bosnia 2-0 in the round of 32. U.S. has a big
公園の方
challenge
空いて
ahead
るか
of one of their top players. Well, Balogun got a red card. Controversial call. Kobe Jones here, World Cup analyst for Fox Sports.
As a player, I look at that and understand that there is no intention. His leg comes
ちょっと早
down.
く
You're not even looking at
行動したか
the
った
man, but
ね
the leg comes down
本
on
当
the
に
back of the leg and then kind of stomps and almost really twists and jerks the Bosnia player's foot underneath. And that in itself is a dangerous play. And that's how FIFA is looking at it. The referee is looking at it, saying that it's dangerous. It could possibly have injured someone, and thus the red card.
Now this means the U.S. will have to play their round of 16 match
あれ変な
without
飛び
Balogun.
方し
But
たら
Jones says he's hopeful.
I think there's going to be other players that are going to be called upon to step up, that can step up, like the Ricardo Pepi that we saw
違うわ
substitute later in the game. So there's a lot of talent on this squad.
ないか
Round
な
16 match is against Belgium Monday at 5 o'clock.
ないかな
Well, hiring slowed by a lot in June. New report shows the market has added just 57,000 jobs, which is less than half of last month's total.
全然ない
Economist Tyler Shipper, who we love to talk to about these things, says there are a few things below the surface to think about here, though.
There seems to be some evidence that employers are drawing from people that are recently unemployed or maybe entering the job market, and so we are seeing some problems with longer-term unemployment. So those concerns are real out there. The other thing that people need to keep in mind is that because of lower immigration right now, the lower job numbers can account for that. So that 50,000 is a lot more like what we would have seen for 150,000 a year and a half ago.
One interesting piece is that restaurants and bars and hotels cut jobs even with the World Cup events happening across the country. All those economic predictions, we'll see how they pan out at the end of this 342.
Toyota Grand Highlander is now available at your Toyota dealer. Real space for your people and your plan. Visit Toyota.com. That's Toyota.com. We make it easy.
ダメだ
Mike Simpson here, and I'm with Kylie from Wedgwood Homes. If I want to sell my house now and avoid the traditional listing process, what are my options?
In a traditional listing agreement, often comes with a lot more repairs or staging, cleaning, showings even, and a lot of waiting and uncertainty. You can skip the stress and skip the hassle and talk to Wedgwood Homes to discuss your options. We buy as is, for cash, no repairs, no fees, no commission, and we can close in as little as 3 days.
And if you want to go with an all-cash buyer, why Wedgwood Homes?
Wedgwood Homes stands out across all the other cash buyers out there is that we've been buying homes for over 40 years, and we've really built a reputation on trust, transparency, and reliability. We use standard contracts, we provide firm offers, and there's no surprises.
Thanks, Kylie. Call Wedgwood Homes and get a no-obligation all-cash offer. 800-781-9600. 800-781-9600. 800-781-9600. Southern California's trusted home buyer, WedgwoodHomes.com.
Do you have a working injury law firm? We only text injury help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply. This ad is brought to you by Free Jack Hotel Esquire from Downtown Law Group. SB number 282476, 540 South Santa Fe, Los Angeles, California 90013. Previous results do not guarantee the same outcome. This ad doesn't constitute an attorney-client
パーキングとは書いてない
When you're
こ
hiring,
こから向
have
こ
you
うは
ever
ノー
felt
ス
like
ト
you're
ッピン
missing
グ
out
エ
on
ニータイ
meeting
ム
great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter.
ここは別に
ZipRecruiter
飛ん
helps
じゃい
10
けないと
million
は書い
people
て
with
ない
their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile is hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
This summer, your passport isn't required. Welcome to Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Inspired by the color and energy of Tokyo's vibrant sushi scene, these limited-time creations bring bold flavors in every bite. Discover new sushi rolls, steak tataki, and lobster and prawn fried rice inspired by one of the world's most exciting food destinations. Cruise through Tokyo, one roll at a time, aboard our sushi boat with wave after sushi wave of unforgettable taste. Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Your journey to Tokyo starts here.
Amazon Business. Unlock smart business buying with fast free delivery on millions of items and practical AI innovations that automate repetitive tasks. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Hey there, I'm Alex Silverman. Coming up, should Independence Day really be today? Not on the 4th. We'll explain. But first, Traffic 345 brought to you by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Back to Guffer.
Okay, it's been tough on our outbound commutes here. We actually have a sig alert on the 210 in Pasadena, eastbound side, just out of the tunnel there before Lake. It looks like things are getting cleared up on that one, but there's a new wreck on the 210 eastbound at Sierra Madre, and it looks like trying to get this to the right-hand shoulder, but it's been a tough ride pretty much from Arroyo Windsor. It will be on and off slow for the most part heading into San Bernardino. And same thing for our 10. It's basically slow from Santa Monica, believe it or not, on and off slowing all the way out toward the 215. Now, some stretches are not too bad, but it is a getaway weekend here, so a lot of people are heading out of town. We've got a new wreck on the 101 northbound at Alvarado, Southern California Toyota dealers in Sinai View. Two right lanes are blocked. That is extra tough from the East LA interchange. More slowing from about Santa Monica Boulevard heading through Universal City. And we had a wreck. All lanes were stopped. Number 605 around Imperial, the 105. It looks like they're clearing some things up there, but it is slow out of Hawaiian Gardens on and off slowing up through the 5 into the Whittier area. The Queen of Neo Soul, Erykah Badu, returns to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel on September 28th. Get tickets at the casino box office or YamavaTheater.com. See Erykah Badu performing live in concert September 28th at Yamava. Must be 21. That's traffic from the Irvine Auto Center 24-hour traffic center.
The sun came out a little bit earlier today, and I think that trend will continue Friday and through the weekend. You're going to wake up to cloud cover, but the cloud cover will last as long. The ocean breeze won't be as strong, and temperatures will climb a few degrees. I will be up into the mid-80s to low 90s inland, the upper 70s to low 80s for the metro area, and very comfortably in the low to mid-70s at our beaches. It should be a very pleasant and not hot holiday weekend. With your next weather forecast, I'm CBS LA meteorologist Paul Diano for KNX News.
73 in Pomona right now, and 77 here on LA's Miracle Mile. We are just 2 days away from Independence Day, but maybe we should be celebrating America's 250th birthday on today, July 2nd, rather than the 4th.
If John Adams had his way, we'd definitely be celebrating Independence Day on the 2nd of July.
Sarah Giorgini is series editor of the Papers of John Adams at the Massachusetts Historical Society. She explains why Adams wanted Independence Day on July 2nd.
So here's what happens with those busy days in Philadelphia, that hot summer of 1776. On July 2nd, that's when the Continental Congress passes a resolution for the United Colonies to be independent of Great Britain. But it's not until July 4th that they approve the final wording of the Declaration of Independence and adopt it. So in those busy couple of days, there's certainly cause for celebration.
Adams recounted America's first birthday.
He has an interesting letter to his daughter, Nabby, in 1777, where he says, you know, the 4th of July was kind of quiet this year, the very first one. No one really did much, and then there was a great hustle and bustle toward the end of the day to kind of come up with things. So 4th of July celebrations really evolve in interesting ways over time. In the first couple of, century or two. 250 years worth of change, I'd say, in celebrating the 4th.
So was John Adams disappointed that Independence Day didn't end up being on the 2nd?
I think he might be a little disappointed that he got the date wrong, but he certainly knew how to celebrate. He says in his letter to Abigail that it should be commemorated with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from one end of this continent to the other, from this time forward forevermore.
Sarah Giorgini with the Massachusetts Historical Society. Interesting fact, both John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the same day. That was July 4th, 1826. exactly 50 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It's 3:50. It's your money now, and it's Bloomberg's Tom Buzz.
Home sales were weak in the all-important spring home selling season because of high home prices and rising mortgage rates linked to the war against Iran. But now, with an end to the conflict more likely, average mortgage rates dropped this past week to a 7-week low of 6.43%, according to Freddie Mac. A weak June jobs report, just 57,000 jobs added, easing worries, though, about the Fed possibly raising interest rates. And with that, the Dow today shot up 595 points, a more than 1% spike. It closed at a fresh all-time high. The Nasdaq, though, lost 207 on another sell-off in chipmaker shares. The S&P was flat, and oil slightly higher, just below $69 a barrel. O'Reilly Automotive, the big auto parts and accessories retailer, offering to buy the auto parts arm of Genuine Parts, could be worth $10 billion. And cereal giant General Mills jumping on the protein kick with the new Honey Nut Cheerios with 8 grams of added protein per serving. I'm Tom Busby from the Ogeron Law Injured Workers Hotline Money Desk on KNX News.
All across Southern California, we have countless heroes who step up with bravery and compassion to help our community in times of need. They also inspire and motivate us. I'm Heather Jordan. Send an email to heroes@knxnews.com to nominate a KNX Hero of the Week. KNX Heroes brought to you by RooterHero.com. Where will your next step take you? Whether you're planning to transfer to a university, train for a new career, or earn a degree close to home, Compton College can help you get there. Choose from more than 90 degree and certificate programs and take advantage of student support services designed to help you succeed. Fall classes begin August 22nd. Apply and register today at compton.edu. Create your success story at Compton College.
And the match is about to begin. Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight. What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field. It's a dog, but they could do with extra players. She's going for the ball. After and force, hands off feet.
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop. A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Lose the weight. Feel incredible. Just call 1-800-WEST-MEDICAL.
2 SoCal airports are getting federal money for upgrades. Burbank and Long Beach, among 16 airports in California getting the FAA grants. At Burbank, they'll get $3 million to help remove the old terminal and parking structure once the new ones get built, and the Long Beach Airport gets $15 million to rebuild part of Taxiway F, which is worn down over the years. There's some new research that suggests something we were hoping to hear. Coffee is good for you, specifically for your liver. Here's Karen Adams.
Today, researchers at Cedars-Sinai say can lower the risk of cirrhosis, liver cancer, and liver-related deaths.
Not just the caffeinated coffee, we also see this protective impact in the decaffeinated coffee drinkers, which can suggest that this liver benefit is not just from the caffeine, maybe some other ingredient within the coffee.
A study author, Dr. Hyung-Suk Kim, doesn't recommend people start drinking coffee.
We also need to think about the coffee's impact on other medical conditions. So, for example, the heart, like caffeine can increase or some cardiovascular impacts.
He says they now want to find out exactly what is it about coffee that benefits the liver and who would benefit the most. I'm Karen Adams, KNX News.
Orange County mosquito people have a reminder: cover up, use bug spray this holiday weekend, because mosquitoes carrying West Nile have now been found in 10 cities, including West
チケットの準備はできました。
Orange County Mosquito Vector Control says mosquito activity is much higher than usual this year. We've been hearing that all over the area. No people have tested positive in Orange County so far, though. Officials say the mosquitoes showing up now usually bite around dusk and dawn. They say you can help by dumping standing water once a week, checking window screens, using a fan outside. On this day, 1964, July 2nd, 60 years ago, President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
All men are entitled to the blessings of liberty. Yet millions are being deprived of those
ちょ
blessings.
っと遅かった。もう30分早いということはあったけど。
But because of the color of their skin.
President Johnson addressing the nation for signing the landmark Civil Rights Act. It's 3:55. Traffic is brought to you by Providence Financial, and we head on over to Scottsburg.
It's busy out there, and the good news is all single alerts in LA County are canceled, so we don't have any huge issues as far as unplanned lane closures are concerned that are going to be there for any length of time. But we do have a new issue here on the 5 northbound in Coima at Van Nuys Boulevard, a disabled vehicle blocking the second lane to the left, so that's going to add to slowing from Sun Valley. Heading up toward the 118 freeway, it does get slow up ahead through the 14. And by the way, we're still dealing with a crash northbound 5 up by the Grapevine. They had a left lane block, so that's the reason for the backup out of Gorman from the 138 there. So these outbound drives are just going to be tough anyway, and you get a problem on them, it's going to make it even worse. We had that signal alert on the 210 in Pasadena. That's still pretty heavy, but all lanes are open. Slowing around the
はい、
Royal
まあそんなところでございましてですね、
for the most
準
part
備
out
完了。
past the 15. Kind of over toward the 215, flowing on into San Bernardino as well. We've got a new problem here, Long Beach, North 405 Lakewood Boulevard. Looks like a box truck stalled out in lanes, and that's been on and off slow due to some earlier problems. It's basically slow on at Westminster, and it's through Long Beach, really tough south
これから
405. We
ド
have
ジャーススタジアムに
on the 110.
ワンピースの
That appears to be cleared
帽
out.
子もらいに行き
The
ま
west
す。
side, all the way through the south side, it's going to be a tough one. And Southern California Toyota dealers, it's an IVU 91 East, heavy. Through Anaheim Hills, that past 241. Concerned about retirement, Anthony Sakara, Providence Financial, wants to show you how to retire at ease with his bestseller, More Life Than Money. Try to Barnes&Noble or get a free copy now while supplies last. We're going to morelifethanmoneybook.com and typing in KNX. That is traffic from the Urban Auto Center 24-hour traffic center.
Well, for the next 3 days or so through the weekend, we should have some morning clouds again. But finally, we'll
みんな止めてもいいのか悪いのか定かじゃないみたいですけどね、ここ今止めてる人もね。
here on the Miracle Mile at 3:57.
まあ大丈夫じゃないかなと思うんですよね。
Insurance policy for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshakes, commissions, they're done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. But your business runs all year. So do the gaps and the risks. So go to supersure.com. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CEO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just go buy a policy online. Supersure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts. It'll translate your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform. All your policies in one place. Supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
まあもらえるのはね、あれなんですよ、5万何千人までもらえるっていうんだから、慌てていかないでも大丈夫っては大丈夫なんですけど、慌てていく必要はないんですよ、そんなにはね。
by home stagers and corporate offices. And when the furniture comes back, they sell it for pennies on the dollar. But now, during Collectible Independence Day sale, save even more on an incredible selection of new and previously leased home and office furniture. In stock and ready for pickup or delivery. Sofas from just $199. New queen mattresses from $299. And check out the great deals on leather sofas, sectionals, bedroom sets, dining, accent pieces, and office furniture. Plus, look for the specially marked bargain tags for even greater discounts, with locations in Glendale on Central, in Corona at the 91 and McKinley, and Fountain Valley at Euclid in the 405. Check them out on Google or go to CourtFurnitureOutlet.com. That's CORTFurnitureOutlet.com.
For 250 years, America has been more than a place. It's been a promise, a story of courage, hope, and dreams. And through it all, local TV and radio broadcasters have been there, telling the story of America, bringing truth to light. Broadcasters tell the story of who we are and who we aspire to be. We are America's storytellers. We are broadcasters. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
そういうのね。
KNXFM HD2, Los Angeles. This is Southern California's news.
I'm Brian Douglas. Coming up, we'll have an update on the shooting at the hospital up in Thousand Oaks. LADWP says Koreatown boil order, it's lifted, and the Boyle Heights community demanding that warehouse that burned be shut down, and be shut down for good. We'll have all those stories, and of course, Scotty's got your traffic coming up.
Only on KNX.
ABC News, it is 4 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. A dangerous heat wave blanketing more than 24 states with triple-digit temperatures. New York City getting 100 degrees today, first time in a decade. ABC News meteorologist Melissa Griffin.
These extreme heat warnings stretch all the way to Kansas City, Missouri, right down into the Gulf Coast as well. It's not just today. A day tomorrow, we're dealing with the same heat, 110 degrees up and down the I-95 corridor, all the way down to the Gulf Coast. It feels like 102 in Indianapolis, 101 in Chicago.
Heat as Americans hit the road and the skies and what's expected to be the busiest day of the Independence holiday. ABC's Matt Rivers at Newark International Airport.
Blay saying that more than 72 million Americans will be traveling at some point over this holiday period, and if you are flying, today will be the busiest day for that.
はい、それじゃあ行きましょうか。手ぶれは覚悟で。よいしょよいしょ。はい、行きます行きます行きます。よいしょ。だいぶ歩きます。ここからだと。多分今日なんかはちょっと早めに買い物すると思うんですけどね、もう5時間前から並んでるって言うんですよ、人が。アリューシャンパークっていう公園ですけどね、ドジャースタジアムの駐車場の下にあるアリューシャンパーク。 こに止めれたらね近かったんだけど、こんなところはもうとっくに空いてないです。あーでも出る人いるやんこれ。そんなこともある？嘘。2台分空いてるここ。タイミングというかこんなこともあるのって感じですよね。もうなんか歩いて入ってる人いるけど開けたんじゃないですか、下手したら。ここは消火栓だからこういうとこ止めるとチケット切られます。そこもね6時過ぎたら黄色だから6時過ぎたら大丈夫なんですけど、よいしょ。あ、ここも1個開いた。もともと朝から仕事に来て止めてる人が帰ったんでしょうねこれね。でもこういうところが開くまで待ってたらいつ開くか分かんないですからね。もうね大概の人はもう球場に行ってるはずだから。歩くのはね全然苦じゃないですけどね。歩くのは全然。帰りはね違うゲートからこっち側の方から違うゲートから出られるんで近いですけど、入るときはね多分サンセットゲートまで行かないと入れないと思うんですよ。4時車は多分4時半になったら入れるんですけどね。人は多分どうなんだろう。球場のスタンドのゲートが5時10分通常ではね開くのは多分普通それまで外開かないんですけど、今日はねワンピースで朝から5時間朝から5時間っていうか試合が始まる5時間前、もうだから2時10分には大行列ができてたっていうニュースやってたんですよ。なのでこの坂、あそこの信号のところまで行ったら様子が分かるんですけどね。これダメです。この人はレッカー移動されました。後でこの赤いとこ止めてる人はレッカー移動。あの人も赤止めてるからあの人もチケット切られました。そういうとこはねむっちゃ厳しいんですよ。いいとこはいいんですけどダメんとこに止めたら本当にダメ。 もう入らしてますね。行列できてない。入れます。ここはウーバーゾーンです。ウーバーゾーンです。帰るときはこの4321のレーンのどのレーンにいますかって言ってお客さんとドライバーさんでテキストメッセージして、レーン1にいます、レーン2にいますって言うと中に入ってってドライバーさんのところに歩いていくっていうね。これアーリーエントリーのラインです。アーリーエントリーじゃなかったら途方もなく5時まで買い物しないみたいな。1回出てもう1回これに並び直すんですけど
Gotta keep it moving, but somebody can. Get this way.
聞いてみようかな。知り合いの人いないかな。
I went in the Uber, yeah.
誰か自分より前に並んでる人いたら混ぜてもらいたいぐらい。
Hey, that's the line. Where'd he go? The guy that was in front of me was too fast.
It's early entry. Only one.
Fan members, season ticket members, season ticket members.
Yeah, that's it.
He was probably on the wrong line.
No option. 52,000人もらえるっていうからほとんどの人はもらえるんですよ。ただ並ぶ時間が長いか短いかなんですけどね。1回入って1回出てもう1回並ぶからなるべく並ばない方に並びたいっていうだけなんですけど。
Nothing white. Might be. Might be enough. 今日佐々木君先発ですね。結果出してほしいな、サンディエゴ相手にね。
Wait, Sam, that's not a joke, Sam.
I can't believe this.
He just left the line.
What's this line for?
That's a general. Yeah. From there to go this way. Yeah.
They're going to that one over there.
Oh.
They're going around the early entry.
Apparently when they give shit away, everybody wants it.
Season ticket holder line?
Yeah, season ticket, yeah. You're gonna have to go make the line where you stand with exactly a lot of people. Oh, they don't allow people. They only could be in the center plaza. Oh. And then you open the food to get. They open at 5. Yeah.
Can you guys push yourself next to a car? Next to a car.
Smoking out. Oh, horrible.
Jay.
すごい人。
Oh, isn't it? $5 or $300. Oh. Yeah.
練習見てるもんな、しょうがないな。
You guys have season ticket? Okay, stay in the line. Season ticket, stay in the line.
Huh?
Again, folks, this is for member early entry. Member early entry, if you guys have a 20, 40, or 80-day plan.
It's right here. Christina, take it. You have to go to the back of the
I know, I was here. The lady, she said, skip the line. This one's for the regular entry. Then we just move here.
Okay.
The lady?
We just got today. Yeah, she's saying that it's member early entry.
Yeah, I am. Sorry about that.
You can go to the back.
I'm not skipping the line. The lady told me that.
Again, folks, this is for member early entry. Member early entry, you have to have a 20, 40, or premium membership. If you don't have one of those plans, you're not going to be able to come in early.
Sorry about that. I'm doing what trying to keep the line. The lady just told me to go this way. Maybe I just did it like 20 people, and I just realized it. Sorry about that. No, I was on the line. Yeah. Huh? Sorry about that. Yeah. I'm not trying to cheat it. I just want to say
Have Dodger Rewards ready to go. If you're on Wi-Fi, please get off of it. MLB Ballpark, correct. Thank you, Dodger Rewards, folks. Have Dodger Rewards ready to go. Max of 4 people per card. Oh, that's